Whether it's concocting sci-fi worlds, evoking past eras, or forecasting possible futures, people love to imagine alternate realities. Traditionally, artists, designers, and storytellers are the ones able to create vivid alternate worlds. Through today's 3D software, more people than ever have the tools to represent these visions in powerful detail. What are today's artists revealing in the speculative realities they're crafting? When we imagine our future, it often breaks down along the binary of utopia versus dystopia. Through these extremes, we grapple with our hopes and fears in a changing world. In utopias, we find possible ideal states for humanity, and we can often learn what hopes exist in the zeitgeist through these depictions. One emerging direction we see is a desire to find a new harmony with the natural world. Biomimicry is one technique that attempts to bring the logic of the natural world to urban spaces. We see this across the work of Twisted Poly. He presents pristine natural environments, even ones that defy conventional understandings of nature, and subjects that are overtaken by plants. This infusion of the organic into digital space gestures to new and latent understandings of the natural world, contributing to the drumbeat of sustainability as a way to reimagine current systems. 3D tools enable artists to imagine how the logic of the natural and digital worlds can work in harmony. This level of fidelity is achieved through the use of particle systems. Particle systems are used to populate things like foliage, hair, or dust. With particle systems, you're able to scatter millions of objects, which artists can then animate, applying things like gravity or wind, rooting them in physics. Another form of utopia involves blending ideal past and future states. Jarice Dianingana channels an Afrofuturist notion of utopia in Wakongo River. He presents a speculative, peaceful African city carved by the people living in it. History and the future converge. West African aesthetic traditions like Adinkra symbols blend with futuristic architectures. One critical aspect of the 3D design process, especially when thinking of full environments, is planning. We see this in Wakongo River. When we break this scene down, we realize the care that Jarice has taken in giving these objects a unique shape and texture, turning each into an iconic piece in its own right. Only then are they architecturally situated and scaled in order to bring the world to life. Dystopias, on the other hand, reveal our anxieties about a future in peril. What's frequently depicted in popular dystopian worlds are the consequences of human behavior taken to an extreme: conflict, overconsumption, overconfidence in our ability to manage technologies beyond our control. But apocalyptic fantasies simultaneously let us reclaim a sense of artistry in a world changing faster than we can keep up with. Broken as these worlds may be, we often find beauty in their eccentricities, even in decay. Take Crash Site by Daniel Cormino. This makeshift home, built around a crashed plane, has a powerful Fallout aesthetic. Signs of hardship are evident in the weather-beaten, rusty metals. The cyberpunk genre, dating back to the 80s, had an outsized impact on how we visually understand dystopias. This legacy lives on in dystopian realities created today, such as in these scenes from the game Deathloop, and in the dense, future city vistas of Adil Dursun. Urban sprawl seems to overtake these environments. Neon pierces smog-choked cityscapes, and machinery is integrated into everyday fashion. Reimagining our own world is only one piece of the puzzle. Sci-fi worlds give artists an unprecedented degree of creative freedom. Eddie Lukiel's stone machines reveal alternate life forms in one such imagined universe. When conjuring new beings into existence, grounding them in the physics of light makes them more plausible. Regardless of the world, it is still the emotional connection that will resonate and bring characters to life. We see this reflected in the eyes of these stone beings that Eddie has created. By imbuing them with such nuanced human emotions in their features, he's able to pack powerful narrative content into these scenes and realize a full world. Elia Pellegrini presents worlds replete with visions of alien beings and steampunk vehicles, such as in his series Dream of a Glorious Arrival. In this series, Elia forges for the viewer a steam-powered fantasia of light, materials, and ingenuity in the highly detailed flying machines and airships. In another series, Pleonastic Dimensions, Elia diverges from humanoid reference points to present the secret entities of the Kairos universe. Just as Twisted Poly uses particle systems in his work, Elia relies on reaction diffusion, a process in which matter spreads out and interacts with other matter. We see evidence of this process in the intricate, tube-like filigree on the entities. Across both series, Elia reveals what's possible with a blended workflow that involves 2D and 3D tools, something most commonly found in Hollywood VFX pipelines. Some artists build worlds that are unique to the language of the digital, such as Mari K. A voxel artist, Mari creates intricate micro-worlds, each of which contains its own story. When we zoom in, we can see that these spaces have been built voxel by voxel, virtual building blocks that amass into digital dioramas that express a specific tone and narrative. Beyond being fun explorations, artists' visions can actually drive new innovations and discoveries in scientific research. The worlds that artists and storytellers imagine can have powerful influences on the pursuits of scientists and technologists. The invention of the helicopter, submarine, and cell phone, for example, all found inspiration from sci-fi. 3D tools are creating the avenue for more people than ever to speculate on future realities, whether in the form of an alien world or an idealistic state of connectedness between synthetic and organic forms. To explore more of these worlds, head over to the Taking Shape virtual gallery.